Chris Sanders and I, when we started on Mulan together, it was a real education. I was on that film for almost 5 years. And for the longest time, we tried to will a story onto that project. And there was a lot of people were coming at it forcefully from different directions. We had a team of writers who wanted a certain take on the movie. The directors also had a different take, and that was sometimes at odds with what the producer wanted or what the editor wanted. And it was a matter of kind of finding a character, although sort of set in Tang Dynasty China, a character that everyone could relate to today. And by the time that we found that, and it was sort of an organic process of elimination in a way, we would put up versions of different characters of the title character Mulan, and so often there was something ultimately unappealing or distancing about our approach. But the moment that we discovered that she should have a very clean motivation, which is to protect her father. She loves her father so much, she will do whatever it takes, even bringing the family dishonor in order to protect his life. And the moment that we set down that path, everything organically formed around it. And there was a moment where we kind of realized amongst ourselves that the story is now telling us what it wants. We would try to tack on sequences that we thought the story needed structurally, and they all felt vestigial. It's as though the story was rejecting them. It had kind of determined its own clear path, as though we tapped into some some age-old consciousness that was telling us this is the spine, the story paradigm that you're using, and anything you try to hammer onto it, or if you try to deflect its path, it will make it very clear. And that turned out to be the case going forward, working on Lilo and Stitch, and certainly by the time we got to How to Train Your Dragon, there is a sense that at some point, once you've done enough groundwork in developing the characters and trying out a few sequences, and it does begin to make itself very clear what's working and what is either slowing it down or confusing the story.